Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Lil Moon, and this is your May 18th reading. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter, just like yesterday. I thought I was on the mend with my stomach bug. As soon as I got off, I was proven otherwise. I was like, okay, never mind. So I am on the mend. Hopefully, cross our fingers today. I haven't eaten yet, so I guess we'll see. If you are a client of mine, you know you've been rescheduled to today. And yeah, just cross your fingers and I'm all better. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your message today. There's nothing that I really need to start this one off with. I haven't even checked the astrology of today, to be really honest with you. All right, Spirit, you have sensuality from my collective and harmony. See, and this is what's beautiful, because yesterday we had that healing energy and victory. Today we have sensuality and harmony and wisdom. I definitely feel like there is a beautiful connection on the horizon. Oh, and it could be, look, you have Mercury and Mars and Taurus, and you have numbers 4 and 5, which equal 9, right? 9 came through very strongly yesterday. You could be a Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Could also be dealing with someone who's a Mercury or Mars in Taurus, or you are. 444, 555, and even 999, because I'm seeing 2 plus 7 is 9, so you could be seeing more 9s again today. Let's see. I want to say that Mercury in Taurus is this month, like in a few days. It stations in Taurus. And then Mars in Taurus is in July. So this can have to do with the cycle that's beginning between now and July, that you are going to see this sensuality and harmony play out. We will see what comes about with the tarot today. The Death card. Okay. The 4 of Wands, seeing this is that eclipse, that full moon, total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. It's that Death card. It's coming out for everyone. The Ace of Wands, and that's the rebirth. Yay! I love that. I forget what kind of spider that is. My friend just sent me a picture of one the other day, so I feel like that's relevant for me in some way. These cards wanted to be used, my friends. Okay, the Hermit energy. So I do feel like a couple of things. I'm seeing quite a few owls. Owls could mean something to you. Owls are, you know, psychic abilities, intuition, and also, you know, wisdom. It can also be seeing things from a higher perspective. It can be going within, seeing yourself through a higher lens, you know, being more as in seeing a situation, yourself or someone else, more objectively, or a situation at hand, okay, more objectively. And that means without the emotions involved, okay. Let's see here. Spiders represent femininity. And you know, I see another spider here. Represent femininity and the divine feminine power even. But it's also intuition. You have 2, 3. Oh my gosh, there's another owl. Holy crap. Yeah, you now have 4 cards that are signifying strong intuition. And there looks like there's some sort of togetherness that's happening here. And I'm noticing like this walkway has what looks like a third eye. You see that? Very interesting, huh? I'm hearing the wise one. The wise one. You could have a wise person in your life, or you are the wise one. Like, people could come to you for wise counsel, or you have someone that you go to for wise counsel. It says, your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, love, I laugh, I play. So, I mean, this could be like, obviously through this death and rebirth process, like, you know, people, astrologers and tarot card readers act like it's just no big deal. Like, oh, you're going through another death and rebirth. Honey, you feel like your life is falling apart, okay? Like, it's okay. You see all these thorns down here? That's what it feels like. Do you see this poor little rat or mouse? I mean, like, this looked like a very painful ending, right? And then, you know, so circle of life, right? I mean, it's definitely been, like, some people, like I said yesterday, some people could have actually dealt with a loss of someone in your life. It could be they transitioned. That came through yesterday, and if you've been paying attention to what's going on in the collective, you will know how that relates. Anyway, so I do feel like there's healing at hand. There definitely looks like there's a coming together. I just gotta say it, I am totally getting a vibe of like a memorial, right? With that harmony and this Four of Wands, this is like a gathering. This can be a gathering, right? This can be an engagement, but it can be any kind of gathering where like family, friends get together, they're talking. So there could be a gathering, a memorial. So that is something that I want to say. Additionally, though, if that's not your story, that's not going to relate to everyone. I definitely feel like there could have been a painful ending with somebody. This came through yesterday. Like I said yesterday, it could be a romantic partner, friend, family member, etc., etc. with that Four of Wands. It could be family. Oh my gosh, look, the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There was definitely a separation, like somebody that you're not speaking to, like the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles. There was just, there's somebody that you're not speaking to. But I do feel like harmony is on the horizon with this person. This doesn't have to be romantic. That's not for, romantic readings are not for everybody. So I try to read them as general as possible. But because there's sensuality, I definitely feel like there's either a deep understanding because of this water. There's a deep understanding of like why people do the things they do. And it's really, like I said, like allowing yourself and themselves to look at a situation objectively, which really is, you know, a higher form of wisdom. Okay, it's really learning like the humanity in everybody and learning to see things in a way that aren't attached to our triggers and our emotions and, you know, our projections, right? This looks very beautiful. It's like, I'm hearing, are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Oh, from Taylor Swift. We'll see how that plays out, but that's so interesting that maybe the song I use on the reel. I didn't get a chance to post the reel yesterday. I was so sick, so I'm going to try to do that today. Okay, death card, please. Why is this here, Spirit? The King of Swords and like the Ace of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. And I'm just hearing, are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Because, I mean, think about it. If you're walking through the woods, you kind of have to cut through all the muck, right? Cut through all the muck. Like, right, say there's a bunch of spider webs in front of you and you can't get to the clear. Like, there's all this stuff in front of you. And so the King of Swords, this is somebody that you've separated from, whether it's romantic, friend, family, whatever. There's some distance here. There's an emotional distance, but there's also communication here. But in order for there to really be any open and honest communication, there's some I was gonna say BS. There's some BS that needs to be cut through. Like there's some, like, because I mean, every time there's an altercation in people's lives, like, you know, our past issues come up and we project those on the situation, and, you know, like, this person must be like this person from the past, and it really does require a lot of, like, whether it's your parents, a sibling, an ex, whatever, and it requires a lot of self-awareness and wisdom, you know, of you know, your own mental processes and emotional processes, and, you know, self-awareness, or not just self-awareness, but awareness of, you know, how this person is different, or, you know, what they're showing you versus, you know, what you're projecting, okay? And so that, I feel like that's kind of like, that's the story around this, like what's needing to be like removed, what needs to shed, because, you know, sometimes it's not always how we view it, and that's why this intuitive energy is coming through so strong, because sometimes I get asked a lot, like, is this my intuition or is this my trauma? And I mean, that is something that really does require a lot of inner work. It does a lot of inner work, a lot of writing, things like that, because we'll think that, you know, we're using our intuition and really we're just projecting our past issues onto somebody. And I feel like that's what needs to be cut out in this situation. And that's why it's like you're not quite in the clear. See how this path is clear? Like, I feel like this is kind of like the intention, right? And then in order to get to this needs to be cut out. Like, not to hurt any spiders, but I mean, like, just to be able to get through this path, you know? You kind of have to cut out, like, the story around a situation that doesn't actually have anything to do with the situation at hand. And then you have the Ace of Wands. You know, this is starting over with somebody, right? And do you notice, like, now this spider is even in the clear. Like, it's like the intuition is clear now. I mean, spiders are obviously very comfortable like this, but I feel like this is all of the stuff that needs to be cut through so that the spider can truly connect with the moon, which is, you know, a deep sense of intuition. And then there's forward movement. And I know the Ace of Wands is not typically an intuitive card, but that's how it looks in this one. So I'm reading intuitively right now. What's the Four of Wands about? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely somebody you've had a falling out with. But look, the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This can be like working through it, right? Tell me more about this. The King of Pentacles. I'm hearing that father issues could have been projected on this situation. Or somebody was so loyal to the father or loyal to what the father wants that that's how they operate in life. This person operates in a way that it's like everything, and this could be you, this could be them. Everything that happens has to be something that father would approve of. Now that could be in a religious sense, or that, because I'm father was coming through, or that could be in terms of, you know, an actual father figure. But I do feel like there's this realization that, like, that's the projection that could be interfering with the Four of Wands, with the togetherness. Lately, I've been seeing the Four of Wands as equal give and take, which I know that that's not what people say that the card is, but that's how it's looking to me lately. I guess it depends on the card. These are such beautiful cards, huh? Ace of Wands. Why is this here? The Nine of Pentacles. Dang, okay. So it's really interesting because now the Nine of Pentacles came through yesterday. And the Pentacles can be anything from career, money, to energetic exchange, you know, the give and take that we give to other people, our home life, etc., etc. It's transactions. And I'm getting this sense that you're no longer willing to be transactional with your energy at the expense of yourself. Tell me more about that. Yeah, the Two of Swords was on the bottom of the deck and it wanted to come out. It's like, because however you were operating, or this person was operating, things weren't entirely clear. And I feel like a level of like independence was needed. Like some distance was needed. That Hermit, that Five of Pentacles, like some distance was needed, because I feel like one or both parties kind of needed to reflect on the other person's perspective. But this very much looks like being in the clear, right? And what came through yesterday too was that somebody needed to focus on their money. And, you know, their stability, and that was a pressing issue, and like trying to get through, like trying to get whatever muck was in the way of a connection was not necessarily a priority. Not that it wasn't a priority in general, it's just at that time it was not, it would have required too much energy, and that would have been the expense. Because sometimes you really have to be, you know, cognizant of like how much energy you're giving to a situation. Sometimes you don't have it to give because you have pressing issues in your life. But I'm definitely getting a rebirth energy from this reading. The Hermit. Yeah. Excuse me. I feel like this could have been going on for maybe a couple of months. Even. Yeah, I'm really getting this other energy here that in terms of like career and finances, there were some difficult decisions that needed to be made in order to close out certain things. Because like, you know, how it could be, you know, shifting from one position to another, or, you know, a way in which, like, if you're self-employed, like how you run your business, like you could have pivoted a little bit. And, you know, initially there could have been a backlash from that, but like in the long run with this King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, like it offers more stability, this Nine of Pentacles. And that, like, for a time you could have felt like, was this the wrong decision? You know, you kind of were like on the fence about it. Maybe because you were hearing crickets and things weren't moving along fast enough. But it really looks to me like, you know, you reach a point where you are in the clear and things really start to unfold for you. This sensuality card, I'm really just getting this energy of like being outside and like really just being one with the universe, and, you know, or like getting in the water and, you know, just activating all of your senses. Give me one more card for the Hermit, please. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. There it is. So it's like after this delay, finally something starts to take off. Oh yeah, and like literally the Eight of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. Finally something starts to take off. You have the Eight of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the World, and the Ten of Pentacles was poking out. So I wanted to get to that one, and then the Temperance. So it's like things really start to move. For some of you, this could be in terms of travel, but you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles here. You see the butterflies, like this death and rebirth kind of energy. Yeah, I'm getting like just hang on. Like it's coming. Right now you needed to focus on, you know, being in your body, being in the moment, cultivating a sense of harmony within yourself, not just with people. You know, like really going within and finding that inner wisdom about your experiences. And then comes the abundance, right? And abundance can be anything from money career, an abundance of love, an abundance of self-love, an abundance of energy to get all your tasks done. But I mean, I feel like that, like, look, task, right? An abundance of energy to get your task done. You may have been in a space where you didn't have that. With that World card, and something, like, kind of something needed to be closed out. And I'm looking at all these hands, and I'm feeling like, you know, task. Like, you needed so many hands to get all the things done that you needed to get done, and it was, and like, you just didn't have it. You just didn't have it. But it really just feels like, kind of like, you know, you needed a little bit of time out to recover. And now, here comes the abundance, like, it's coming in now. And it's, you know, you're blessed with it. You're blessed with it with the Temperance and the Judgment card. Like, it's coming around for you. That's beautiful, my friends. I love it. Okay, let's get you a closing oracle message. Purity. Look at that. You're wiping the slate clean. Action. This came through. Was it yesterday or the other day? I don't remember. And now the path. Number 8. The path is being illuminated for you. Could be a completely new path, or, like I said, a pivot. But either way, it's offering you a sense of balance and harmony and purity. And, you know, it's giving you an opportunity to build something new. And liberate yourself. Liberate yourself from what may have held you back here in the past. Like, whatever this means to you, all of this. And I mean, this could be in terms of, it's so interesting. This honestly looks like a vulva right here. But this could be like, you know, if this doesn't have to be with people, it could just be situational, right? Like, whatever was standing in the way of the clear path for you, the clear path to the moon. Let me get all these cards. Remember? The clear path to the moon. Oops. The clear path to the moon. The clear path. Because it looks to me like, oh, and all these fireflies. It looks to me like once this pathway is cleared out, your intuition is so much stronger. And you're able to really connect with it more. And so it leads you to the light. Because I'm feeling like your intuition was clouded because of whatever. Because of, like, projections from past situations. It could be projections from conditioning. Because that's been coming through. Remember in the number 15 that came through the other day? That's the number of the Devil card. Projections of fear. Like, this is not going to work out because the system that we are in right now is making it so difficult for me. So I can't, you know, I cannot see the path in front of me. I cannot see the clear path because of whatever muck, right? And the muck could be, you know, the structure of our society. The muck could be projections of other past situations onto a situation with somebody else. You know, it's gonna be different for everyone. But I do feel like the path becomes illuminated for you. It clears out so you can move forward with ease. And that's what I hear for you today. There's more ease in movement. It's not so tumultuous. The path is getting clearer and clearer for you. And all that is left is for your mind to clear about a situation. Because it's like energetically, the path, I'm looking at these cards, energetically, the path is opening up. But in order for you to be fully, like, liberated, because this is how the cards were, in order for you to be fully liberated, like this figure, your mind still needs to be clear. Your intuition, your third eye chakra. Your third eye chakra could be clouded right now. And you're not seeing a situation clearly from an objective perspective, from a wise one's perspective. You're not receiving the message even from the wise ones, like the wise counsel around you, from your elders, whether they're living or not. You're not receiving the message because of whatever lens you have on your situation. And that's what's being cut out. This is a very interesting message, but either way, you're moving towards harmony. Like, it's happening for you. So that's what I have for you, lovelies, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.